Welcome to the Sparky Coach podcast. We are built by Sparkies for Sparkies. Our vision is clear: make money, build wealth, be kind. Our mission is deliberate. We help electrical, solar, and aircon business owners generate revenue, drive profits, and control their time. If you would like to hear more about our program, please reach out. I'll chuck the link in the show notes and enjoy the podcast. We always hope it's beneficial for your business. We hope it cuts through noise and helps you understand what's important and what's non-negotiable. Thanks so much for all your support so far. We appreciate you. We love you. Enjoy the podcast. Why you should raise your rates on July 1. This is part 2. If you haven't listened to part 1, either listen to this and listen back or go back now. But just sort of talk through the ways of why there's reasons you should raise your rates and there's reasons you shouldn't. And not all are positive and not all are negative. So I would encourage you to go back and listen to that. There is no better time throughout the year than to raise your rates than July 1. And secondly, it's January 1. So July 1 is new financial year. January is new calendar year. And other than that, it's just today. If your service is too cheap, if you're converting 100% of the time, it works every single time. If you're converting through the absolute roof, if you're getting to the end of every month and you've checked your labor efficiency, every hour is allocated and I'm doing really good work, quality hours, but there's no money left, chances are there's a rate problem in there. And whether you work on a price book, whether you work on a price per point, whether you work off a pre-build, whether you work off a set pricing structure, whether you work on flat rate pricing, it's all kind of irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. It's all the same thing. It's all leading back to what we call net profit, what you netted with. If you factored in the most important numbers, there's 4 important numbers you have to get your head around. One is gross profit. One is gross profit per hour. The other is net profit. The other is net profit per hour. If you're looking anywhere outside of those 4, you are foundationally wrong. You can have the sickest pricing structure and a price book to the moon, and it can still be wrong. Or it might be right, but you might be handling things incorrectly, or your team might be underperforming, or you might be underperforming. There's so many ways where the money can leak out without you knowing. And if you're not front costing in terms of checking the job before every job I'm checking before I do it, if you're not handling it well, if you're not back costing, you really won't be making any progress at all. And I want to challenge everyone, because I genuinely think that most people would be better off if it was 1980 and you had a wholesaler diary and a pen and you managed everything through that. You'd be more organized, more disciplined. There'd be less things going through the cracks. The very fact you've got a job management software should be making the foundational items easier. It doesn't mean you don't have to look at the foundational items. Just because you've got a job management software or a flat pricing structure, or you bought someone's price book, or you checked your hourly rate, what it should be, your break evens a year ago, you've still got to check everything. And I genuinely feel most people just overcomplicate everything. They overcomplicate how easy it is to make money because you don't want to hear the answer. You know what the answer is. It's actually quite simple. It's checking every job for gross profit and net profit. That's it. Checking every day that you've got your hours in. Checking the quality of hours. Checking your closed jobs net profit and checking your open or ongoing jobs net. It's that simple. There's 5 things to do. And if you can't do that, you probably shouldn't be running a business. And if you need to snap out of this. The amount of people that I see and they're still in the mode of she'll be right. It's crazy. It's crazy. The system works. The system works. Exercising works. You might not see a result tomorrow, but you exercise weekdays for a year, you're going to see a result. Your business measuring jobs, you might not see a result tomorrow. You might, but you might not. But doing the little things right over the course of 1 to 2 to 5 to 15 years, you're going to see huge improvements. You're going to see huge profits. You're going to be able to buy your time back. All the things you want to do are on the other side of the daily discipline. The stuff that you have to do daily to ensure you're profitable. We checked the hours are assigned. We've checked the jobs we started and finished made money. We've checked the quality of hours. We've checked the ongoing pathway. We're on a trajectory to make money, and our weekly or daily profit, weekly revenue, our daily revenue exceeds daily expenditure. We've got profit. That's it. Just sign off now. Pull the handbrake off. Go home. That's all you have to do. Don't make that too hard. The most common thing is, oh, busy. I'm busy. I'm so busy. What are you doing? Busy doing what? Busy doing what? Not doing the important things. But you can't be, if you're not doing that, you can't be busy on the non-negotiable. So what are you busy with? What are you doing? Crazy. All right, here we go. Key items that will help you in raising your rates. Good to excellent relationships with clients is the key. So if you're going to raise your rates in July 1, which we strongly suggest that you should, good to excellent results with clients is the key. Can you have hard conversations with your clients? Can you talk money with your clients? If you can't, how strong is the relationship? It sounds like it's standing on a house of cards. Life and business is all about building relationships, strengthening relationships. Just that's all you're doing. Revenue is relationships. COGS and cost operation, relationships. Your whole business will be built in and around relationships. Guess what? In relationships, you've got to be honest. You've got to be transparent. You've got to be like, you know what? I'm committing to a long term here. I know there's going to be some bumps in the road. Yeah, there's going to be some struggles. Yeah, not everything's going to be ideal, but we're both in it for the long haul. This is relationships you want to be building with your clients. If you're looking to take advantage of someone, you come to the wrong place. Our ideal client is someone that would change Betty's light bulb for free. That's the goal. Look after Betty. That's the goal. Don't take the piss ever. No one's saying you can't make money, but if you're taking advantage of someone, that's a short-term play. That's not going to stand the test of time. Truth stands the test of time. Liars are soon exposed. You got to do the right thing consistently over time. Your character, it won't break, it'll crumble. Character's not going to get to a point and just falls off a cliff. It would have crumbled over time. Your business has a character. It has a reputation. It's important to uphold that. It's important to be excellent. Yeah, you're not going to be perfect. There's going to be some struggles along the way. There's going to be some hard conversations along the way, but you'll find your ideal client. You'll find your niche market. You'll find this stuff, and then you'll continue along with them. It's fantastic. A good relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, transparency. Don't be scared to fill clients in on what's going on. Now, this leads to my second point. My first point is make sure you've got good to excellent relationships with your clients. If you're always working on eggshells, if you don't like the people you're working for, what are you doing? Like, why would you work with someone or work for someone you don't like? That's just like not in your best interest. It's going to be filling your headspace with junk. Life's too short to work for dickheads or with dickheads. That's it. Forget about it. All right, so good to excellent relationships is the key. We know what a good relationship is. It's long-term, it's trust, it's transparency, it's working together, it's working through things. Yeah, it's a bit rocky sometimes, but overall, we're heading in a positive trajectory. All right, some of you are going like, I got to get rid of that client. But some of you, honestly, before you go to, I got to get rid of that client, it's always rocky, double check yourself. What's the rules? You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. So many of us are quick to throw the baby out with the bathwater, and you're going to find that a similar issue is going to come up with a new client because there's a law of being familiar, the law of familiarity that you just like, you know, what you used to be so appreciative of, you are now not happy with. So the client used to call you, picture an excellent client calls you now. And you've never worked with them before. And like, I need you. What do? Oh my gosh, this is the opportunity I've been waiting for. It's Friday afternoon, it's Saturday morning, it's Sunday night, it's Thursday morning. It doesn't matter. Why? Because you're so excited. You're so grateful and thankful for the opportunity. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I've been waiting my whole life for this. Yeah, let's go. Let's get there. Whatever you need, I've got it. But fast forward 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, and that same client calls you on Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, Sunday night, Thursday morning. Oh, God. God. They always call me like this. Adrian. It's like, It's like what you used to be so thankful for and so appreciative of and so grateful for, you are now so complacent with, so familiar with, so, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Again, it's Friday night. I've got a life, you know. Got to get to the club. 50 Cent style. It's family movie night. So just be careful with that. As you get long-term relationships with people, you get familiar. As you get familiar, you get complacent. You got to watch that. Good to excellent relationships with clients is the key. Leads me to my next point. Point number 2. Avoid the generic email. Go and see people. Most of you're going to be putting this into ChatGPT or Claude. It's going to write you the most generic email you've ever seen that someone's going to read the title and be like, that's written by a bot, right? You should do your own writing. If you're using Claude or Chat for writing, cooked. It's so obvious. If you're using it to check or improve your writing, great. People want to see imperfect. They want to see spelling mistakes. They want to see this generic, if that, then this. We're good, we're excellent. It's the Sparky Coach way. No one cares. The writing is generic, it's bland, there's no substance because a bot wrote it. And that's getting proven. Yeah, like, don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm saying it can establish and learn your language and stuff like that, but you should be forming the basis of emails. If you're just putting it straight in and you're going to get like junk in, junk out. That's pretty much AI. Put junk in, get junk out. Good in, probably going to get good or better out. That you want it to improve, like a job management system. It should improve. It should improve your business. It should get a little bit better. It's not a one and done. So the cold email that's generic just sucks. Think about someone who's had a bad day and they're already questioning your product. Oh yeah, I've been getting hit up by these other companies and I'm not sure if I'm going to use these guys again. And all of a sudden you, bam, give them a rate rise, generic email, and they've had a bad day. They're going to read that and be like, this guy sucks. What do you want them to say to that? What do you want them to do with that? Like, you're in the service industry. You're not selling a product that goes up. It's different. You've got a relationship. Make the call. Am I telling you to make 1,000 calls? No, but there's probably 10 to 15, 20 max excellent clients that need a call, or worst case, you drive around for 2 days and just say, hey, just so you know, I've had to push this up because of this, this, and this. Is that something you're comfortable with? Is that something you're okay with? Can we work together on this? I remember our best client, I put the rates up we had 2 excellent clients. This is 2 different. The first time I sent a generic email and I got a really sort of passive aggressive response back. Super bummed about this. And I was like, when I got that back, I was like, I should have just gone in. Learned my lesson. The next year, I go into a different client and I'm like, hey, just so you know, we're raising rates 3 to 5%. Is this something that you're okay with? Is this something you're comfortable with? How does that sit? And they were like, look, we give you so much work. We need you to commit to the old rates, the current rates for these jobs. And I could just tell in their face, they were like, just not happy. And I said, all right, sweet. I can obviously finish these jobs because I'll finish what I started, but can we work towards a 6 to 12 month plan here? And they're like, yep, sweet. We're making really good money off this client. The profit wasn't an issue. Work wasn't an issue. The staff loved working for this person. We had a great relationship. By delivering this news in person, it salvaged what could have been a very uncomfortable email back and forth chain, or worst case, lost a client. So for all your major clients, in person or on the phone, everyone else can just be told along the way. So you've got a service and maintenance client that uses you once a year. Do they need an email where you're telling them that, oh yeah, our rates are going up? Just tell them next time they call. Oh, cool, yeah, rates are up. It just should be like, it's so interesting. But the next point is, think of what this actually means for your clients. What does this mean for people? On a service and maintenance client, if you go up $10 an hour on a 4-hour job, they might be paying an extra $40. If you're still installing PowerPoints for $250, they go up to $260. There's 2 PowerPoints. That's $20 on the invoice. They won't even notice. If you're working on a price book, it's just a back-end adjustment. If you're working on cost plus, chances are it's ongoing work for cool people like commercial work, industrial work, residential work, and it's awesome and you love it. And now it's just a matter of having those conversations. You've got to gauge this, your business. What would you do if I told you the relationship is the most important thing? Then you need to guide this. You need to watch this. Well, how would you act? You wouldn't send a generic email. It's too risky. You go and see people. Don't underestimate going and seeing people, breaking bread, building relationships, taking people coffee. It's all about relationships. So what does it mean for your clients? The GPO might go up $10 to $15. A 4-hour job might go up $40. It's honestly not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. Think of what this actually means for your business. Point number 4. Charging an additional 5 hours per person per hour. It's $40 per day, $200 per week, $10,000 per year per person. Do that across 5 staff members, 50 grand straight to the where? Bottom line. Do that across 10 staff members, 100 grand straight to the bottom line. Do that across 20 staff members, 200 grand straight to the bottom line. If you don't know what the bottom line is, it's your business account. It's the money you get to keep. What's left in the net at the end of the day? I'm left with this money. What does it mean for you? It probably means preserving profit. It's crazy. All right, point number 1, relationships are key. Point number 2, avoid the generic email. Go and see people. Point number 3, think of what it actually means for your clients. It's probably not that big a deal. Point number 4, think of what it means to your business. It probably is a big deal. It's probably a huge deal. It's probably 1 to 200 grand, 50 to 100 grand straight to the bottom line. Point number 5, establish a yearly rhythm for your clients, staff, and yourself. Every year, what might be abnormal this year, it's the first year, second year it's been done, but over 10 years, every year, the rates go up 3 to 5% for your clients. Every year for your staff, their wages go up 3 to 5%. Every year for you are a person, your rates go up 3 to 5%. The yearly rhythm, get in the yearly rhythm. What you're doing with a price rise, you're on costing. So you're on costing the wage increases, you're on costing fuel increases, you're on costing subscription increases, you're on costing insurance increases, super increases, requirement increases, you're on costing safety increases, you're on costing. It's like all it's doing is like you're just handing on the apple. If you don't hand on the apple, you get stuck with the apple. So hand on the apple. So establish a yearly rhythm. If you're in your first year of rate rising, it's going to feel weird, going to feel uncomfortable. Yeah, cool. But 5 years down, your rates compounded up 2 to 3 to 5% year on year. That's where you want to be. Point number 6, don't overthink it. It's just not something you ever say. It's company policy. I didn't write the policy. I just got to obey it. It's like the 10 commandments. I don't have a say. It's out of my hands. If you were the CEO, that's how you would act. So don't overthink it. Point number 7, I want to wrap with this. If you hear one thing and one thing only, hear this. Point number 7, honestly, sometimes you need to overthink it. I know I just said don't overthink it. Now I'm saying sometimes you need to overthink it. If you're making $2 million a year and your 2 to 3% price increase is going to jeopardize a bunch of that profit, you might want to consider that. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying you might want to overthink it. You might want to put an additional TLC into it. If you've got one client that giving $1 million worth of work, that's giving you a whole bunch of workload that you're making $200,000 to $300,000 off every single year, that you've got a good relationship with, yeah, you might want to overthink that one. You might want to protect yourself. You might want to be like, hey, I need to consider that more. I need to consider that. So that's the 7 key items that will help you in raising your rates in July 1. We honestly feel like it's a good idea. I think you guys know it's a good idea. It's just about, yes, it's a good idea. How do I deliver that? How do I deliver that while maintaining my integrity, while maintaining all my clients, while building relationships that strengthen the trust and transparency into the future? We're building for 15 years here. It's not a fly-by-night thing. We're not trying to rock the boat too much so it tips. We're just trying to gently sail the boat towards the seas of making money, building wealth, and being kind. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you got something out of the session. If you've raised your rates, and I want to hear your success stories or your stories, I want to hear them. Chuck them in the chat. Email them over to me. Put them on Insta. Let me know. Love to hear it. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys soon. That's a wrap on another episode of the Sparky Coach podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. It would mean a lot to us if you could like and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify and leave a comment if you think that pleases the electrical gods. And we hope this episode and all our episodes propel you in your trade God ordained destiny of making money, building wealth, and being kind. Thanks so much for all your support. See you guys soon.